Okay, so this is going to be part 2 because I'm not sure if my GoPro camera is recording right now or not, or if my SanDisk is full. But in any case, I'm going to go ahead and do it by hand. So forgive me if I shake around a little bit. I should have checked that SanDisk before I took off out of the house this morning. You see a lot of little cutaways, shade areas. These are hazelnut trees. This whole mountain's covered with hazelnut trees and oak and laurel. Again, this continuation of graffiti is remarkable. It just doesn't end. Just not end whatsoever. This canyon goes quite a ways up, at least half a mile to a mile. I'll show you where. I'm going to walk down here real quick and come back up again, but I'll show you where it ends. Let's see if I can make sure I negotiate these rocks the right way. Okay. Yeah, like I say, the shelter for the animals here, the critters of the mountain. You see lots of lizards crawling around. California rock lizards. I don't think I'm going to be climbing up this embankment anytime soon, but excuse me for the groans of pain, because I got a bad right knee and I have to be careful. I got to be really ginger about how I step up and down. I got the brace on today. So let me go back up to the top and work my way around. No walking sticks here, just straight up rock climbing. Okay, which way I go? I guess I go through the shade here. Nooks and crannies. Go to the left. I was over here the other day when I was filming. It's like a meeting place where tribal units would meet together and do ceremonies with that big rock there. It looks very suspect, if you get my gist. Okay, I want to get that photo there, but I'm not sure while I film it I can do it. Okay, so let's go over here. This rock here was the rock that I was filming, and one of my YouTube, I should say Facebook bipedal researchers basically filmed entities around this bush here, and I'm not seeing anything right now with my naked eye, but to each his own. I don't know. It's suspect, and if I'm not seeing it flesh and blood, if I'm not seeing faces and heads and whoops or whatever in the distance and fallback areas, then I suspect everything. So I'm not convinced. Decisions here, left or right or left, or straight ahead. So I'm going to go straight ahead and go to the area I was the other day when I got a chance to look at the whole the whole Rock City Canyon laid out in front of me. So let me go ahead and continue on over there. Trail through time, trail through time. It's pretty cool today, comparatively to spring day in early May. But if you come out here in June, July, and August, it gets pretty hot. The base of the mountain will go up to the 90s, and the summit maybe in the 80s because of the altitude and the breeze coming in from the ocean. But today is a perfect day for hiking. You don't have to worry about heat, so to speak. These are beautiful. See, it almost looks like a petrified piece of wood right there. These flowers that grow out of, I'm not sure what kind of flower those are, but they grow out of rocks all over the coastal areas of California. We're not that far from the coast right here. We're actually, as the crow flies straight west, due west, it's about 40 miles to the ocean. And I'll show you. You can be out where that fog bank is in the distance that way. Zoom in here a little bit. You can see out beyond there is the ocean. That might be the first layer of coastal hills, but that's the ocean way out there, the Pacific Ocean. Just north of San Francisco. Okay, so let me continue on here. The path. So you can see lots of manzanita. See, these are typical California, kind of an alpine related to the madrone tree. There's manzanita all over the lower Sierras and the foothills and the Siskiyou Mountains and Lassen, all through the Shasta area. Those are the beautiful manzanita redwood that many artists will take dead pieces of this and sculpt figurines, and just beautiful, beautiful pieces of art. So there's a path that goes through here. I'll take a little path through here just for a second, see where it goes. Oh. So a little bit more green here, more forested area. I'm not going to get into stooping too far down, so I'm going to end it right here and go back. My stooping days are over for now because I don't want to give myself a backache first thing in the morning as I'm hiking. I'm a tall guy, I'm 6 foot tall, so those days of stooping are over for me. But anyway, so Joel and Heidi were here, we know that. Sweet. More of a path. More trail through time. And more offshoots of the trail through time, which I might do later. Keep going up through here. If I'm bouncing, I apologize, but my GoPro seemed to taking a dive. I may have had the SanDisk too full. I should have deleted what I had on there off. My bad. It certainly is energized for sure. Well, I'll give it one more try and see if it works. Here we go. So I'm not sure how many beeps it makes to tell me there's no more room, or whether it's got juice in it, so it's not about battery being charged. So I'm not sure what it's indicating. But look at this rock up here. just balancing right up there. Whether that was placed here or rolled here from somewhere else, I'm not sure. I can't really tell you, but it's got carvings on it. Somebody came up here in 1999 and carved on it like an idiot. I just can't believe this, man. It just makes me so angry. It just makes me so freaking angry how they could do something like that. It just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Defacing. 1979, 1977. So I'm thinking this is all stuff that delinquents did when they're 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Hippies that came up here too and did their thing. Meditating on the end of the world. Here's a really interesting little saw pit right there. So Sentinel Rock is over to the left here. I was over here the other day, and it continues going that way. I'm going to go a little bit later, go that direction. But this Sentinel Rock over this way gives you a great view of the canyon. The overlook. It says here, Miocene age rocks. So it gives you all the explanation about. See, the Civilian Conservation Corps installed the steps and railings on Sentinel Rock sometime between 1933 and 1942. It's now a popular climbing rock for all the rock climbers in the area. So this is the view for Sentinel Rock over here. Got my good rock hoppers on, so no problem about sliding. I got my, I forget what these are called. I'm not sure what these hiking shoes are called, but there they are. They're really comfortable and they're really good for rock climbing and short hikes where there's no snow and rain. I should know the name of them. So you can see the, this is the unusual rock that I took a picture of the other day. Very unusual how it got placed right here. The overlook where I was filming the vortex right here. I don't know who did that one. I'm not quite sure who did that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's more of a recent carving. It's just ridiculous. Lover's Lane, Lover's Leap. But you can see up ahead, some Sentinel Rock goes quite a ways over, so I'm not sure how far this trail through time takes us. Maybe all the way over there, so I'm game. As long as I stay on trail, I'm all good. See, rock climbers like to use those. And mountain bikers are not supposed to use these back trails, but they do. Shock the heck out of these hikers walking through here. So I'm going to bring this video to an end right now. So you can see way over there in the fog bank, there's San Francisco over there in Marin County, but you really can't see very clearly. It's not as clear as it was the other day. Way over there. Okay, over now.